On your side of the family, who was the first to come to the United States, and what troubles, if any, did they encounter?
Well, I could tell you only the stories that I've heard. And from the stories I've heard, I heard that our relatives came over on one of the 3 ships, the Mayflower, the Pinto, or the Santa Maria. I have no idea who it was who came over, but that's what I've heard.
Cool. What jobs / occupations did our ancestors hold?
They were miners. They were miners in Pennsylvania. I could be wrong, but I want to say that they came over and they went to Scranton, Pennsylvania, and all of the family came over and they mined.
Cool. Who joined the military / what wars, if any, did they fight in?
We have several relatives who've been in the military. Your great-grandfather fought in World War II, and he still gets together with some of his friends from World War II every single year. And your grandfather joined the military. He was part of the Army, but I don't think he ever fought in any wars.
Cool. Who was the first to attend college, and what job did they hold after graduation?
The first to attend college was probably your grandmother, Lena Gemza, and she was allowed to go to college. Her husband sent her so that she could study to be a teacher. This was during a time when he was he was in the Navy also. So he was part of the military. And she was a real estate agent while he was away in the military. And when he came back, he allowed her to go to college to become a teacher.
Cool. What festivals / holidays were celebrated throughout our family history, and was there any specific traditions at these events?
We always celebrated Christmas and Easter. That was a really big holiday for us. Easter was probably the biggest one, even after my grandfather had passed away on my mom's side. Easter was always at their house, and everybody from her side of the family came together for that holiday, and that was a big holiday that she cooked, or she made her homemade pastries, her Italian cookies, for that holiday. So it was a big deal that she made so many different kinds of Italian cookies for the holidays. Oh, and now, traditionally, our biggest holiday is Thanksgiving. Back then, we always celebrated Thanksgiving, but I don't think it was really our biggest holiday. Now, as time has gone by, our biggest holiday is Thanksgiving, and my sisters and I are very, very close, and now all the cousins come together, and we go to the Adirondacks, and we all celebrate as a really tight-knit family for the holidays. The biggest one, everybody loves that one the best.
Yep, definitely. What are some of our family's special dishes, and who are the best cooks in the family?
Oh, boy. Well, Matthew's dad, John Messina, is definitely by far the best cook. Traditionally, a long time ago, my grandmother was from Italy. She was from Sicily. And when she got married to her husband, who was from Czechoslovakia, she was not allowed to cook any Italian dishes. She only had to cook his dishes from his culture. So she would cook a lot of cabbage and I forget what they called them. Pigs in a blanket, sort of cabbage wrapped in pork and things like that. A lot of different sausages. They actually owned a deli in Garfield, so they made their own homemade sausages and salads and things like that. So that's the way my mother grew up. So then my mother, when she broke away and had her own family, started to cook the more Italian dishes, but she also cooked a lot of the Polish, Czechoslovakian dishes. And then as we all broke away and had our own families, we held on more to the Italian tradition of cooking food. But definitely the brother-in-law, John, is the best cook.
Cool. What was it like growing up in the 60s/70s?
Well, I was born in 1965, so really growing up in the 60s, that doesn't mean anything. But growing up in the 70s, we didn't have any of the technology that you guys have today. We left the house, and we were not allowed to come back until dinner time. There was no communication between our parents and us after we left the house in the morning. We were to be back at 5 for supper, not dinner, for supper. And we ran around the woods. We played war. We had forts. We were making mud pies. We ran around the neighborhood with kids. We were never in anybody's houses.
It's a lot different than it is now.
It is.
What special talents have any of our ancestors possessed?
I would have to say the special talents from our ancestors are probably the ability to do art, the talent for art. I think that runs through our entire family from generation to generation. We've had art teachers and artists, and I think that everybody really kind of has that ability. Whether or not they use it in the way of being creative in different ways. So creativity, definitely.
Cool. And the last question is, has there ever been any big family controversies?
I can't really think of any big family controversies. We've been very, very lucky that we have a tight-knit family and everybody gets along, and every time we come together, it's a celebration.
Right.
And there's no friction ever.
Definitely a good thing
never
about
any
family.
friction.
Yeah.
So it's a wonderful thing. Yeah, no
Cool.
controversies.
All right, I think that's it. Yep, that's it. Let's hope I hit the yes.